Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to get on with the energy update and also about the cord cutting and the with the contracts and the getting rid of the negative energies. What sometimes can happen. I did this about a year ago, pretty heavy. And I forgot what happens sometimes when you do that. You get like a backlash a little bit. So if you see me scratching my skin at all, it's because I get some energy burns from it. Because basically the theys, let's say the controllers or the negative forces, do not want you cutting cords. They don't want you doing anything that can positively affect your evolution or your growth. So sometimes what happens is when, now I'm speaking from my experience, so this might not relate to everyone. Sometimes what happens is you get the backlash, and then you're going to have forces, and you're going to have situations, people coming at you to test you. There's a lot going on in the galactic realm, and there has been, and there always has been. But there's even more wars going on. And it does trickle down, so if you're highly energetic and can read frequency and energies, which I think, most of you probably can, is you end up picking up all these energies from what is going on. And it's not just from above, it's everywhere. And with people, I know that my physical body / avatar runs mostly frequency and energy sensing. So if you're not grounded, and if you're not centered, and what I try to do is sit there and drop down into my heart, because what happens is as we all know, we're mind wiped and mind controlled, that I think I have been so much that it really makes, I try to really kind of take in what I can and hold on to it, but sometimes I can't. But I did forget about what happens sometimes when you do all these cord cuttings, generational curses that you're getting rid of. It's like all of a sudden all these situations, forces, whatever you want to call them, will come at you to test you. I've been experiencing a lot of, and it can be through energy weaponry, which is like right now, I get burnings in my arms, so then I end up, it comes on, and that's how it's been for me. And believe me, I've had the doctors check it out and everything, and they can't come up with anything. So I do know that that's one form of energy weaponry, and there's several different ones. But if you can try to keep yourself centered, grounded, and of course, trying to stay as clean diet as possible. I know sometimes that can be hard, but I am like, I don't know about anybody else, but the energies are like, excuse me, not just talking the negative energies. I mean, there's a lot of good positive energies coming through too, but it's kind of like a push and pull. And now my face is getting really red. It's that, you're moving forward, and then you feel like you're taking a couple steps back, or, you're going really fast, and you all of a sudden feel like you're in the mud. So what you have to do is kind of step back and go, okay, kind of drop into your body and find out what's going on. I find there's a lot of, with all these energies too, from, and there's the Schumann resonance, and there's the eclipses and all that, but this is like sometimes the negative forces that will come at you to kind of trick your mind. They'll try and implant negative thoughts, keep you away from people, And I think I've mentioned that before. But when you state powerful statements like that, sometimes there is, not consequences, but you would think it's all said and done, but then you get tested. It's the second step. So everything will come at you at once, Just when I think I'm done with my gangsta neighbor, the other day when walking my dog, it started up again. It's like, okay, let's see how much we can test her to see, how much she can take. And they're also trying to go against everything that you stated that you wanted to, with cutting the cords and the generational curses and the negative energies, and then there's going to be plenty of people, energies that are going to try and siphon you. And I don't mean to seem negative. I'm not trying to be. And if this doesn't make sense to you, then I wouldn't listen to it. Or either you can try and, get a gist of what I'm talking about. You're just going to be tested to the core. You might get heart I've had a lot of heart palpitations today. Or you can call them anxiety. You can call them, I used to call them panic attacks, basically. And, if you feel, and sometimes you feel like, oh my God, it's the anxiety. Oh my God, it's like, it revs up. But it's forces coming in from every which way. And if you're caught off guard, it's going to be even stronger. So whenever this starts to happen with me, and plus I deal with a lot of people all day long and take care of a lot of people, so I have to kind of pull my energy in. So I'll sit there and pull my energy field in a line of protection. And I find that in being tested, or things, if you're hit with certain energies, and you kind of go like, where did that come from? It's usually not, it's coming from another force, usually, or it's something you need to look at. I'm looking at a lot of stuff from my past that I have to confront right now, and my first instinct is, sometimes your instinct is to run. It's like, okay, I don't want to deal with this, but you have to. I have to look at it as I've got to deal with this. And of course, sometimes I, just want to go up in the upper realms and like stay there and not come back down. It's crazy. Or get in your car and just take a long ride and don't come back. So a lot of those energies are floating around now, but the positive part about it is you can shift it. You can shift it through just, even if you have to talk yourself through. I know panic attacks, I would talk myself through them. And, the thoughts that come in that make you have the panic attack, I would be, replace it with more positive or more uplifting, something that makes me happy, and then it shifts your energy. So anything you can do, and I think I talked about that in another video, so I don't want to repeat, bore you guys with that, but anything that's going to help shift your energy, make you feel better, and just keep getting rid of it. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it when you feel it coming. Because, it's kind of upcoming what I've been getting and given for information is that the next several months are going to be really, really testy and upcoming. So you want to make sure that you have everything in your toolkit, so to speak, or figure out what works for you, because everybody's different. So breathing, humming, singing, chanting, anything you can. It's just really, really, the energies are off the chart. And if you have a good support system, somebody you can talk to, I don't really, all my people are a distance away. I don't really have anybody local that would understand what I go through. So I will connect with ones that I know that it's safe to talk to and they understand what you're going through. So I just wanted to touch on that that can happen after cutting cords, along with everything else that's going on, that you can be tested pretty heavily. You can be attacked. So just kind of try and shield your energy field. Make sure that you protect yourself, whether it's put a shield around you. Sometimes I'll envision an orgone pyramid around me. Just move through it. And then the energy should move pretty good. Oh, Brody. Figures. But anyway, so whatever you can do that makes you feel better and you can move that energy. And just keep doing it. And like I said, I'm not a medical doctor, so if you do feel that you have symptoms that are you need to see a doctor, then all means do. I'm just saying energetic-wise, from an energetic and frequency point of view of what I've done that has been helpful. And just what also is helpful is I make sure I'm in the right company, or I'm around the right people, and then that energy lessens and you won't. I'm usually a lot by myself. So I can clear the energy, and it's hard enough when you go out there and you're bombarded with it. But anyway, so I wanted to share that with everyone, and I hope everybody just breathe and can get through it if you're experiencing any of that. Just remember that, you can ask your soul family for help. I've done that, especially in the nighttime, because sometimes your dreams can be infiltrated too. And like I said, this doesn't happen for everyone. I'm just going by my own experience and what I've experienced and what works for me. And it's an individual journey for everyone of what works for them. So, like I said, it all comes back to the breath too. It's very important because it kind of centers you and puts you back in your body, because you don't want to be out there floating on this earth plane and leave yourself wide open either. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. And thank you for listening. All right, bye.